going on, everyone? How you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. AJ, what's happening, brother? Long time no see.
How's it going, sir?
What's happening?
Nothing much. Just getting back into town. Like the green hat.
Still trying to like it. I don't know.
So how was your Valentine?
What's up, Puck? How you doing, brother? Yeah, it's been a long day.
Can imagine.
Oh yeah. So we are looking at a good show tonight. It is 8 o'clock, and welcome to the Bari Mail Experience. Just giving a big heads up that your boys from BME were on OSLP not too long ago, and we are. The episode is up on YouTube. I think we shared a post. I threw the link in there, but it is on YouTube. If you're already subscribing to OSLP, it will be on there. Check it out. Rab, I don't think Rab wasn't able to make that, but I know that Corby, yourself, and myself were up there. We had a really good time. I don't think I've laughed so much in a really long time. So it was always a vibe when we hang out with them. It was funny.
From beginning to end.
Shenanigans from the very beginning.
Typical fashion. Technical difficulties.
I don't think I've ever not had technical difficulties going onto onto someone else's live. And of course, I'm going live and my dog is already bothering me. That's awesome.
Hey, he must be part of the show. That's why.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm just gonna throw a tie and a scally cap on this kid, and he's gonna join the show. He talks just as much as I do. So, yeah, real interesting. So, I gotta share something because my wife actually wanted me to wear this.
Oh, you should have. You should have. You should have. Why not?
I looked at her. I was just like, "You have got to be kidding me!" So maybe that might be something that I might wear in the next week or so.
Got to wear for our St. Patty's edition.
Yeah, Amber, my dog probably does need a page at this point because I don't know how loud he needs to bark before my kids actually hear him and actually do something. Yeah, I know. It's pretty hysterical at this point. You know, I've been doing this for over a year now, and they still haven't learned what they're supposed to do. Ain't that right? No, I know. Your master doesn't pay attention to you. He just sits on his phone and stares at it. I know.
And then they'll come out and look at you like, what am I supposed to do?
It's so bad. It really is. And now he's gonna sit here and wait for a bone every time I start to talk. So. Speaking of bones, I'm going to throw you all a bone right now. Don't forget to check out our sister chat, Talk Bari to Me, every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget that she is nominated in the top 5 for the top bariatric podcast, Rockstar. She is also nominated individually for a VSG Rockstar as well. So don't forget, if you haven't voted yet, remember, one email is allowed, one vote. Check out, I think we have the link in the bio.
Yes.
All right, we have the link in the bio. Don't forget that BME is also nominated for Bariatric Podcast Rockstar. And between Biggie, myself, Rab, and Corby, I think we're pretty much all over the map with nominations all over the place. So if you haven't checked it out, don't forget, you can get your tickets. You can still be a part of the show itself. Check it out. It's just a vibe. It's just a way for the community to get together and celebrate each other. If you haven't been to a meetup yet, this is basically the Oscars or the Grammys, or even the Emmys of the bariatric community. We always talk about all the big events. Obviously, Bariatric Retreat is the Super Bowl of all the events. This is the Oscars of the events. So if you haven't checked it out, I know that Bestie's been playing the replay for all the pink carpet stuff and the actual show from last year. So if you haven't checked that out, I know she's going to be playing that out pretty much for the whole month. I got to watch it. I got to relive where I was in the moment when I first watched the JBYs and was like, I need to be a part of that. And it took me back because I saw so many faces that I now know that I had no clue who they were back then. And the fact that I know them and I've hung out with them and I've had the interactions with them is just crazy because of how far we've come in the last year. So just an amazing, amazing event. And I'm so excited to be a part of it. And I can't wait to go there. And just to be in the same breath with the nominations with some of these people. These are the people I've looked up to, since I've come into the community and since I've learned who they are and followed some of these journeys. And just to be in the same breath with all of these people is just amazing. We're really looking forward to it.
And just think of all the people that are going to be watching it today, this year too, because it will be broadcast live also again too, that are going to see you on stage presenting an award that are going to have the same feeling that you had last year.
Yeah.
For all the time that you put in.
Yeah. There's so much inspiration just in one room, and it's just I almost feel like I'm going to be overwhelmed and in the moment. But I feel like I've been to a few events now where I've been a part of it and been there and really absorbed like everything. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm not going to get caught up in the moment. But because, again, there's a bunch of people there that I know that, again, you know how I am. I see people. It's not that I get starstruck, but I see people that I've followed for so long now and were such a big inspiration that I haven't met in person yet. And I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to have that moment of just like, oh, my God, this person helped change the course of my journey. And it's that opportunity just to say thank you to them. So I'm excited about that. But the show tonight, I think, again, Rab's on the road. He'll be late. He'll be a little late. Corby's in session. We're all pretty busy right now. But don't forget that we have Men's Mental Health Shop Talk right after BME. I know that everyone's been looking for this. It moved to Tuesday nights. It's on right after BME. Corby is all set up. He'll be ready to take everybody in right at 9 p.m., so don't forget, if you're one of the guys, we have the link in the Zoom. Is that right? The link for the Zoom in the link tree. And he just continues to keep on barking.
And then also right after this, you can go watch our sister chat, and she will be playing the replay for the JBY Award. So if you're wondering what it's all about, you can go check that out also and see what we have to look forward to for April.
All right. That's awesome. And speaking of inspirations in the community, our guest tonight, we had the honor of actually being in his presence. And I've been interacting with him for some time now. He friended me on Facebook out of the blue one day. I had no idea who he was. I just knew that he was a bariatric patient. And I've slowly just kind of watched his content over there as he posted, and I had the opportunity to actually run into him at retreat, which I wasn't expecting at all. And I had such a great conversation with him. And it was so tough because it was so loud. We had the music playing at the luau, but I had like the most incredible conversation with him. He's such a great guy. Very inspiring story. He started off at 404 pounds. He weighs 170 pounds now, and he's 14 years out, and he's written himself a book. And of course, I left the book way on the other side of the room, so I hope you have the book on you right now. If not, I'm going to run real quick while he's coming home.
You may want to go run and grab that, because I think I forgot.
Nothing like technical difficulties, obviously. This is what happens when you come back to TikTok. You're all over the place. All right, give me 1 second.
But it's crazy to be 14 years post-op and still reaching out to the community, helping in the community every single way possible. It's going to be an interesting story to hear from him. But while we wait, please click that screen and share the mics.
All right, I'm back.
There we go.
Simple, not easy. And this book is actually written by Bill Streetman. So, have you seen if he's in the room yet?
I don't know if I don't know if I'm.
It should be under BME guest.
Oops, that's not the button I wanted to hit. I don't know if you have me as a moderator.
No, he's not in there. He's not in there as a moderator.
No, I don't think you have me as a moderator, so I can't check.
How do I not have you as a moderator? I actually don't even see him in the room right now. Biggie, why don't you, oh, there he is. He is here.
There he goes.
Huh. I wonder why I can't let him up. Oh, I wonder if I know what it is. I think it's because his account is private.
He would have to request himself up.
Yeah. Bill, see if you can request to come up. That could be why he can't come up. Murph, what's happening? This day threw me completely off. I'm still thinking it's Monday. It's Tuesday.
Oh, that. I woke up this morning like, oh, okay, Monday, this, and that. And I was like, oh, well, shit, no, it's Tuesday. I got my manager meetings. I got this. I got that. Everything got thrown for a loop.
Oh, we are all over the place today. Yeah, he's Murph, Corby is in session right now. Corby's going to be there for Men's Mental Health Shop Talk tonight, which you're welcome to come by if you want to swing by tonight. Yeah, I think it's because his account, I think that account that we gave him is private. I might need to fix that.
He should be able to hop up.
Yeah, I don't know why he can't. That account's got enough people. Because when I look for him, he doesn't even come up on my list for people to be able to invite.
Send me the credentials, son.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you right now.
Let me see if I can get it. I appreciate it.
All right, did you get it?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
All right. So while we're waiting, Bill, I'm sorry, man. It just wouldn't be us if we weren't having some type of technical difficulties. Well, if you haven't, don't forget to take your vitamins. I've got the calcium chews. I have the strawberry daiquiri mocktails from ProCare Health. Don't forget that you can get 15% off with code BME. And have you all seen my cup? I decorated it.
Nice. Or I should say what Rab would say if he was here. We need BME stickers.
Again, things that we don't do.
Yeah.
Shameless self-promotion. Except that it's just not our style. So
Bill, go ahead and sign out and sign back in, and let's see if we can get you up here now.
this is just, I'm reading over a lot of the stuff that Bill did. And in 2017, he was named USA Male Bariatric Athlete of the Year.
That's wild.
It
To
is.
be named any type of athlete of the year after being obese and overweight for so long is crazy to me.
Yeah, I know, and it's just one of those things. And again, this man basically rides a bike for a living. He founded the Tour of Hope back in 2015, and it's a week-long bicycle ride to help defeat obesity. And it raises awareness of obesity, to show an example that it can be defeated, raise funds, and it raises funds for weight loss surgeries, grants that are set up. So in 2015, he went from Westerville, Ohio to Raleigh, North Carolina, which is 525 miles. He went from Westerville, Ohio to Gaylord, Michigan in 2016, which was 428 miles. Seattle, Washington to Portland, Oregon, which was 411 miles in 2017. In 2018, he went to Frisco, Texas to San Antonio, Texas, which is another 375 miles. In 2019, he went from Savannah, Georgia to Orlando, Florida, which is 365 miles. In 2022, Westerville, Ohio to Cleveland, Ohio to Mount Clemens, Michigan to Southfield, Michigan, which is another 423 miles. It's only Rab.
Yo, what's happening? Where's
What's
Bill
up? We're trying to get Bill up right now. We're having a little technical difficulties with the account.
No, Tony, it looks like I can see him now. So see if we can invite him up.
All right. There he is.
You got Bill up yet?
I just sent the invite.
All right.
Are you going to be on camera tonight, or are you hiding?
Well, I'm trying to find a background pic so I can come hang out with you guys. You got a problem with that?
There we go.
Kind of.
Where's Bill at? Can he get
Send
up?
him the invite.
The invite is sent out. He just needs to accept it.
So look, let's get this going. I mean, we're talking about Bill, the myth, the legend. Bill is an amazing author, like you said, of this book, Simple Not Easy. Simple Not Easy. Escaping the prison of obesity. So, check it out. Is he coming up? All right. A little bit of knowledge about Bill. He had 15 years ago, he had RNY surgery. He weighed, like Tony said, he weighed 404 pounds. He's down. He lost, I think, 234 pounds, and he's down to like 170 pounds now. He had participated in a lot of weight loss surgery events where he would raise funds for people to get surgery. He also, created his own plan by increasing, those chances with success with weight loss surgery, as a way of paying back to the weight loss surgery community. Bill's was able to donate a lot of his time and efforts back into the weight loss community. And why we're waiting on Bill, if Bill's able to hang out with us tonight, he's also looking to as a way of paying back to the weight loss surgery community that supported him so much. He's looking to donate $10 for every paperback sold to fund a ticket to the next bariatric retreat. So that's pretty cool. Bill is hot, he's sexy, he's trim, he's tall. For most of his childhood and into his 20s, Bill was a single, active man. And in his 30s, he slipped into his family and his career roles. And over time, his values changed. So, as you can expect, he has quite, the story. And we would have loved to have him on. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's 8:20. Yeah, I'm trying to date Bill. Bill is an amazing man. And you know what? I don't want to steer anyone in the wrong direction, nor do I want to play it out, where I would much rather have Bill on and speaking with him and have him involved in this conversation rather than talking about how great Bill is. I want everyone to be able to experience that for themselves. So moving forward, I think, unfortunately, I don't believe we're going to be able to have Bill on. So I think it would be a great time not only to, let you all introduce you all to Simple, Not Easy, Escaping the Prison of Obesity. BME will be straight up promoting that book. $10 for every paperback goes to donation for someone to attend the bariatric retreat. The link will be in the bio. Take a picture if you purchase the book, send it back to us, and we'll throw your name in the hat to receive the eligibility to attend the bariatric retreat. With that being said, how are you fellas doing, and why you got my hat on, Tony?
I thought you were going to wear this hat tonight. You seem to be so keen about wearing this thing. Oh, I love it. I'm going to wear it. I'm wearing it.
Great. And I'm really happy to see Team Biggie in his nice little attire over there.
I'm just missing one last piece.
Hey, Danny, you got to make sure you show up to retreat this time, man. It's going to be in Louisiana. You know the date, guys?
It is the first week of October. The first weekend in October. Yeah. That Thursday. Give me a second. I can give you the exact dates.
Road Dog, what's happening, man? Keep up the walking? We still walking on the weekend? Is that what you're doing, or what? Probably so. It's a good time, Focus Danny, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. If you haven't been over to retreat or anything, you definitely want to check it out. It's a good time. It's such a vibe, and Bariatric Society throws such a great event. You pretty much can't miss anything that's going on there. There's always something going on, whether it's some type of party going on, or they have an event. If they have a bunch of seminars there, just a world of information, and just people that you can connect with, that people have you met on this platform, people that you'll meet from IG, Facebook, whatever, wherever, whatever platform that they're on. Everyone goes to bariatric retreat.
Yeah, it's October 2nd through the 5th in New Orleans.
Yeah, Road Dog, you got that
fun about
doggone
New Orleans.
weather. You got the great weather to walk in year round. Hey Tony, you remember and E, you remember we were talking the other day? Bariatric Bro, welcome man. We were
What's up, bro?
talking the other about having this conversation with Bill, and something came up in that conversation. Just in case we had this issue, what was it that you were talking about again? You remember?
Remind me. We had a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't remember. Like we were talking about, what interests you. If we had any technical difficulties, what would the conversation be about? Like, what were we looking to talk about? Did it have something to do with?
Pretty much. All right. Now I remember what we were talking about. All right. So pretty much, I hit my 2-year on the 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm now officially 2 years out. Rab, I know that you're coming up on your 2 years. Biggie, I know you're coming up on 2 years. And I think going through Bill's book, I think it kind of goes through the whole process of the different stages of where you are in your journey, because he covers a lot of like where he was in his stages of his journey.
Yeah.
Where are you guys in your stage of your journey? Because I'm basically like 2 years out. We're in maintenance mode. 18 to 24 months, you're basically considered in maintenance mode. And again, I think I kind of touched on this a little bit, like just talking about JBY, like
Right.
where I was mindset wise, not knowing like the Robs in the community, the Get Fit with D's in the community. Like I didn't know who any of these guys were. So getting to like, oh, now I had visibility towards them, and now they're, now those are the guys I'm looking up to. Like my mindset, where I'm at in my journey, because again, that first year, you got blinders on and you're just focused on like everything to a T. Your weight loss journey, you're hitting every mark, every goal. Yet you've got NSVs running up your backside that you can't count anymore. You've run out of hands and toes to count. And you hit a certain point in that journey and you just, nothing's the same. And I hit that probably a year and a half in, and life hit me in the face. My routine was thrown out of whack. I mean, I'm still able to do everything that I could 6 months ago. Well, it's probably more like 8 months now, but like the eating habits are different, and now you're going through like, how do I maintain this? Now where's the struggle? Because now the food hunger's back. Your mindset is completely thrown out of whack because now you're dealing with everyday life things. And you're trying to navigate this journey, and it's not as easy as you think it is. Again, that first year, it went by so fast. I lost 179 pounds my first year. And it was, I'm not going to say it was from a lack of trying, but it wasn't as difficult as my second year.
Oh.
This second year, it was rough. I mean, again, I hit everything that you could have thrown at me. And it's been very difficult to navigate.
Can you all hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Yeah. So like if I'm looking back at Bill's book and the things that I've noticed, he said he's got stages that defined his journey over the past 14 years. So when you ask the question about where we're at like 2 years post-op, it's like really nothing. It's minuscule to his comparison. And he said in stage 1, it's the pre-op until the date of surgery. And it's all about his slow descent into the prison of obesity. Like what decisions was he making, that he created this 400-pound plus body, that caused his quality of life to suffer and limit his ability to pursue happiness. So he defined, the first stage as the pre-op till the date of surgery. And then stage two, he said, escaping the prison of obesity. And he said the stage two, and this is coming from a man who's been in it for 15 years post-op. He said stage two is escaping the prison of obesity surgery through 4 years post-op. So we're just talking about 2 years right now. This man is like at stage two, and he's only made it to 4 years. You know, and he's talking about, the process that he used to establish. It took him from the time he had surgery to 4 years post-op to start establishing a new set of values, that drove his actions supporting the weight loss and his vision. So like thinking about 2 years, and Barry Mother knows she's been at it for like 14, 15 years or so. 2 years is minuscule to the amount of time that it really takes to develop new actions that support weight loss and continuing the vision to stay on track.
Very much 16 years. So she knows what's up. And again, it's and this is where I feel like a lot of us fall off when we, especially because we had so much success that first like year or two. We kind of feel like, oh, I've got this down. And I'm not saying that some of us don't have great habits and we're not being successful in our journeys 2 years out. But again, we're still very early in this journey. We haven't hit yet. There's going to be peaks and valleys with this journey. Obviously I hit my peak and then I hit a valley, and now I'm working my way back up. And again, this is a lifelong journey, and I'm probably going to have a ton more of these, but it's where that mindset goes of, do I let it defeat me when I've hit something, as far as life hits me back? Do I fight back against it? Where does my mindset go? Because I could have very, very easily let myself feel defeated when I had that little bit of regain. Right. I very well could have come out of retreat feeling that bad about myself and about how I felt and how I looked. Instead, it's, all right, I know this is just one part. This is a lifelong journey. I'm only at this point in my journey. What do I do to fix it? You don't sit there and complain about it and bitch about it. You do something about it. You take action. The only way you can ever fix it is if you actually do something about it. And that's where I feel like a lot of us, previously before surgery would fall off. Would be, you get that easily I'm starting to gain the weight. And what do? You resort back to nursing yourself back with food and stuff to make yourself feel better. You develop those bad habits. But I feel like if you have the support from the community and you have people in your corner, but there's going to be a certain point where support is one thing. You need to look deep inside yourself and say, I'm not going to let this happen again. I'm going to do something about it, because again, I could have you guys cheering me on in my corner and not have me do a damn thing. And I'm just going to put the weight back on and I'll be 400 pounds before I know it.
Yeah. And I know E can speak to this a lot, because E was focused on, being able to go to the gym every freaking day and then essentially have that ripped away from you because of an injury. So it's like, what is your step back? How do you step back into a plan when you have that ripped away from you and you were so dedicated to working out and sticking with a plan? Now what?
And that's true. It got ripped away from me, and it has been a struggle. Not being able to go to the gym, not being able to do what I love, not being able to do these videos. These videos that I did helped me keep me honest, keep me consistent. And not being able to do that has put me into a little bit of funk. Luckily, the weight gain hasn't been too bad, but I know it's still there. So what I've done is what a lot of us do. We lean on the people closest to us to help us through these things that are able to push us a little bit further. I have someone very special in my life that tells me and gets me to go walking all the time. It's the small things that we do. It's making sure that during these easy times that we are building these foundations, especially when it comes to food, to set us up for when it does get difficult. Because I know if I'm not working out, if my food's not on point, then it's going to be get even worse and worse and worse. We got to make sure everything's on point. Food, working out, vitamins, everything is just as important. There's no one thing that is important as the other.
But as the vets in the game say, and we know some vets, we know the Leondas, we know the Cheryls, we know Barry Mother, we know Bill. You know, all these folks that've been in this for hey Ash, how you doing? All these folks that we know that have been in this for a long time, man, they always constantly say there is no room for, slip ups. Period. And it's really essentially what it comes to. It's like we have to finally take control and remain focused on what the goal is every single day throughout this journey. It doesn't end with just having, weight loss. It doesn't end without the surgery. If we're doing it naturally, if we're doing a GLP-1s, it does not matter. It just never stops. And it's something we have to continue and develop over time because we've been doing it for so long, dude. We've been on the wrong track for so many years, and then we have to retrain ourselves. And I don't know about y'all, but that shit is hard as hell for me.
Yeah, and that's the problem with a lot of addictions. A lot of us had food addictions going into this. So if you allow yourself to, okay, I'm just going to do it this one time. That one time is going to turn into 2 times, going to turn into 3 times, going to turn into 4 times, and you're going to be right back to where you were at the beginning. You got to build the habits and not put yourself in the position to slip up, because if you start to slip up, you're going to feel comfortable again like you used to, and it's going to just continue being a problem.
And look, this was a 10-minute conversation about surgery through 4 years, and we're talking about us barely being 2 years post-op, man. I mean, there's levels to this shit,
And
So then, stage 3. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I was saying that, like, again, there is. I know you're gonna get into it with these different stages, and
Yeah.
Bill's book goes through all of these stages, and again, there's different. He's had every up and down you could probably think of over 15 years, and it's that experience. And again, why do we come into this community? Because there are people who have experience, and those are the people that we tend to lean towards. Because, hey, what did your experience? What happened in this experience? Because I'm going through this. This is how we learn. We learn through each other. We connect with each other through the experiences that we go through, because we can resonate with each other and we can find similarities to our journeys. But there's a certain point where we've only come so far, and then the people that are like right here, they're 10 years, 15 years, 20 years out, that have been through the mill, and they've been through like, oh, I've gone through it at 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. I can't even think that far ahead. Never mind, like, feel like I have the answer at 2 years out, because I don't, because I haven't navigated my way through that. So I think taking everything that, obviously there's so many content creators, and I have all the utmost respect for everyone in this community, because again, everyone has something to share. Everybody's journey is unique. Everyone's journey has a voice, and that voice needs to be heard. But again, we don't have the answers. I know the three of us definitely don't have the answers. So everything that we say about our experiences and our journey, take that with a grain of salt, because again, when I get to 5 years out, I don't know where I'm going to be. I hope that I've developed the mindset and I'm very successful and I'm not on a downward spiral somewhere. So take everything we say with a grain of salt, because I don't have the experience to say that, you know what, I'm 15 years out and I've been through the mill and I know exactly what it's like and I know exactly what you've gone through. Again, everyone's experience is different. Everyone's journey is different. But I'm going to tend to lean towards people who have kind of already run the gamut that I haven't experienced yet to help set me up, for the future. So, Rab, I'll let you go before I ramble on forever, because I could fill the whole hour.
It's cool because I'm getting ready to ramble on forever too. What'd you say, Team Biggie?
I was like, I like hearing both of y'all ramble because I take a lot of knowledge away from both of y'all.
But check it out. I'm like reading this book like it's Bible, y'all. Excuse me if you're religious, but I mean, there's just things in here that stick out that I really want to try to share with you all and promote because, whoever sees this video, more than likely, if you're smart enough, you'll purchase the book. But if you're not, then, hey, you're missing out. Stage 3. In this stage 3, learning and living a weight loss surgery lifestyle. Learning and living a weight loss surgery lifestyle. And this is year 4 to 5 years old. Years out. And it says that there are 3 major questions that we sometimes are dodging or avoiding them. And the first question is, how did you lose weight? Am I the same person I was before I lost weight? Do I wish I'd have weight loss surgery earlier in life? And it says if you do not have an answer for yourself, you'll block mental and emotional progress toward the goals of your mission. Weight regain is the #1 fear of most weight loss surgery patients and the most common form of weight loss surgery failure. It helps to look at weight regain from the proper perspective. Now, it sucks that we don't have Bill up here to elaborate on that, but what does that mean to you guys?
So, to have the answer, am I the same person I was, before I had surgery? You want to say, yeah, I haven't changed. Yes, I have changed. Mm-hmm. You have to change.
You have a choice.
No, you don't. You don't have you have to change. You have to become a different person. And I feel like I have. I feel like I've rediscovered who I am. But when you get to a certain point where, again, that fear of regain, you're going to become complacent somewhere in that journey. And I feel like it happens when you get about 2 years out. It happens in that stage of as you move your way into maintenance, because the food noise comes back and you kind of I've had all the success, and if you allow stuff to creep back in, you need to be that person to say, I'm not going to let this happen, because that's where the consistency and the discipline that you're supposed to develop in those first 2 years are supposed to come in and counteract the whole thing of spiraling out of control. So
let me ask you both this. Let me ask you both this, Tony.
So
how much weight did you lose?
How much? What, in my first year?
So far, altogether, how much weight have you lost?
All right, so including the regain, I think I'm at 153 pounds I've lost.
Okay. How much have you lost, E?
269 pounds.
All right. I've lost 130. How'd you lose it?
Hard work, dedication.
Yeah.
Going to the gym, making sure I'm eating correctly. Yeah, the surgery was a tool to help me get there quicker and get to where I want to be, but I still had to put on the work. I've done diets for 15 years, and I've had success to where I've lost 100 pounds here and there, things like that.
It's a lifestyle change.
It's a complete lifestyle change, yeah. So like I said, I would love to think that my core value of who I was hasn't changed, but my dedication, my mindset, my work ethic, all of those had to change in order to be successful. Otherwise, I'd be in the same boat I was 10, 15 years ago when I was trying to lose weight naturally.
Again, when I was 425 pounds, was I the best version of myself? No. So you have to change. You don't have a choice. If you want to be the best version of yourself, there needs to be change. That
Okay.
you can't get there without the right mindset.
All right. So, okay, you have to change. But do you ever feel yourself sliding back into the person you were when you were heavy?
Hell yeah.
All the time. And
So
that's
then,
where
That's the mental struggle.
that's the toughest part of this journey. When they don't tell you how tough this mental aspect of this will be. That is the toughest thing to learn and to fight through is the mental, because you're talking about years and years and years of shit that you have buried in your head that you're still trying to fight through every single day and still trying to cope with and understand that you just can't get over with the click of a finger. It's something that's going to take years. Like, and that's why he said this is 4 to 5 years down the road, because mentally, that's some people may never get over half the stuff, but you got to work on doing it to be able to get to where you truly want to be.
Christ.
I see it as this, and I go back to the question where it says, "How did you lose weight?" Right, and the first thing that comes to my mind is, I lost the weight because I got surgery, not because of the work that I put in, not because of the work I put in. Now let's be real. Let's be real, right? Let's keep it real, fellas. There's those of us out here, and I'm one of them, who said, I lost the weight because I had surgery. But I don't give myself enough credit because I actually put in work. But really, it's like the work I put in is because I had that big time restriction, because we're still early as heck in this journey. Like the book says, that 1 to 2 years, you're just learning, man. Like, and then all of a sudden it hits you that, you know, you could start eating again and you can start enjoying those foods again. It's like, hey, you can't go back to your old ways. And that is where I'm having that difficulty about, like, okay, I lost the weight because of the surgery. Now what?
But
like,
what
how
did you
do I
learn? But what did you learn in those 2 years? That's the key. That's the key point. Is those first 2 years that you say, "Oh, I'm learning how to, all these great habits and stuff." If you go to 2, 3, 4 years and you're not doing what you were doing the first 2 years, what did you really learn in the end?
Right.
You're teaching yourself how to eat better. You're teaching yourself how to be motivated. You're teaching yourself discipline. These are all of the habits that you're trying to gain those first 2 years where you're the most successful. Why would you ever stop?
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest point, is you can't stop. And that's what I had to relearn, that 6 month period of, basically whatever, June all the way to basically December, where it was just like a big giant mess because my life was all over the place. I allowed life to get in the way of what I wanted to do for myself. I stopped pouring into myself because I allowed life to get in the way. And that's the thing, is that I can't allow that to happen. Yes, life's going to hit me in the face, but if I'm not going to hit it back, what the hell's the point?
Yeah.
But also, Rab, you probably still have the mindset that, like you said it earlier, you lost this weight because of the surgery. So because you have that mindset going through your head, you're always going to think that no matter what I eat, I'm going to lose the weight because I had the surgery. That's why it's so important to work on the mental aptitude of, this is how I got to eat the rest of my life. This is what I got to do. Does that mean you have to eat clean for the rest of your life? No. Like I said, me personally, I have days where I eat what I want because my purpose for having the surgery was to help me lose the weight, but I also wanted to get back to living the most normal life that I possibly could. I knew I wouldn't be able to do it every single day, but me being able to go out there and have a cheeseburger when I want to here and there, I need to have that for myself because it helps me reset and get refocused. As long as I'm not doing it every single day, but that was me working from the pre-op through surgery through the first almost 2 years of, okay, this is okay to do here and there, but it's not okay to do every single day like we used to do. I don't need to go to McDonald's every single day to feel happy. I can go to my kitchen and make some chicken. I can have a salad. That's what we got to do in these first 2 years, is start building that muscle memory. It's not something that's going to come with a snap of a finger. The muscle memory is important. and you'll never be able to get to it if you don't start working on it. And the first step is to realize that having the surgery didn't make you lose that weight. You doing what you needed to do helped you lose that weight.
I love how we all, cover all the bases here. It's great. I love you guys. I'm really glad you're my friends.
I mean, we're able to talk about this as this is what we've learned over the last 2 years. But again, if we're not applying what we've learned, we're not representing our best selves. And that's the worst thing about this is, especially having a platform like this, where this is where the issue of how am I able to represent this platform if I'm not practicing what I'm preaching? And I mean, it helps keep me accountable. I'm not going to say I don't struggle. I do. And I talk very candidly about struggling in front of you guys. Because again, if I'm not giving you the full story of, again, it's not all sunshine and rainbows and unicorns and show ponies. Like, this journey can suck. And it can be very, very detrimental and defeating, when you hit some low points. And I know that we've hit low points since we've been on this platform. And, we struggle, but again, you have the support to pick you back up. But again, it's up to you to make that change. You're the person responsible for how you go about your life and how you want to live your life. Again, I can go and eat a cheeseburger every single day and be like, yeah, I'm getting my protein in, but I'm also getting 6,000 calories off my cheeseburger. I can eat a Baconator every day if I want. But am I really helping myself? No.
Baconator. Why'd you
exactly, Kia. You have to want to be different. You can't live the same lifestyle. Your lifestyle has to change. Now, if you want to have that little...
This is the thing, though. It's like, where was that before we had the surgery?
And that goes back to one of the other questions you asked there is, would I have wanted to have weight loss surgery earlier in my life? And my answer is always no, because I wasn't mentally ready to have weight loss surgery 10 years ago when I first got offered it. You have to be mentally prepared to do this. You have to be willing to put in the work, do the grinding the rest of your life. And if you're not mentally there yet, it may not be the right time for you to have this yet.
Yeah. I'll piggyback on that. 10 years ago, when I lost all the weight again, the last time, you know what I didn't have? Community. I had my family, I had my friends. Oh, you look great. That's awesome. You look great. Here, have a pizza. Here, we're going to celebrate. You want some cake? There was nothing there to support me or be empathetic towards my journey. No one was there to pick me back up when I was like, oh, you know what? I can have a second piece of cake. You know what? I want ice cream and cake. And then 20 minutes later, be going back in the refrigerator for the same damn thing. No one's there to stop you. No one's going to say, oh, you really shouldn't do that. Or they might say it, but they don't do anything about it. They're not going to say, they're not going to talk you through it. Or if you call someone, you're not going to share with you, like, I can't stop eating. I feel horrible. Like, hey, you know what? Let's go out and you know what? We'll go out and get something to eat. We'll go have a few beers or whatever. Yeah. And then you sit there and you eat a plate of nachos, and then you sit there and have another meal on top of it. And at the end of the day, you've had 6,000 calories in a sitting. Like that's the type of stuff where you comforted yourself with food, and you had people who enabled you without knowingly enabling you to do all of the bad habits that you went back to, and all of a sudden the weights come back on. Mm-hmm. And you don't go back and combat it. You go back and you fall back into the same thing because you feel even worse about yourself because now you've allowed it to happen again. So what do? You comfort yourself with another cheeseburger or another cake or another pizza, or you sit in a car after you drove to McDonald's and you sit silently crying to yourself because you're going to have this this Big Mac and fries and a supersized, Coke or whatever, and then 20 minutes later go in and eat dinner with your family. Mm-hmm. That's the type of crap that we were doing, where you didn't have the support before, because the support that you got was tough love from everyone, because they're like, you know what, you're getting fat. Maybe you should do something about it. All you need to do is exercise. You didn't have someone that was going to be empathetic to your journey, right? Because everyone's different. And the people that feel that tough love, especially from your family and your friends, they're the first ones to give you tough love. Mm-hmm. But you needed someone to get you jump-started in that journey. You need that support. Am I saying that you don't need tough love in this journey? No, you definitely need some tough love. I needed a kick in the ass, definitely. Because I needed to get to a point in this journey where I was just like, no, I have to stop doing the same stupid things I was doing before. I need to get my head out of my ass and get myself back into the game and get back to my consistency and doing the things that I need to do to live the lifestyle that's going to, make me the best version of myself. Right. And again, it's different for everyone. Me, yeah, I need a little bit of tough love. Mm-hmm. I just need that. I'm not saying that all of you need it. I'm not going to say it wouldn't do you a little good, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. So did I wish I had surgery sooner? I was one of those guys who thought that there was no way I needed surgery. I was going to get it off myself. I'll just lose the weight. Yeah. I kept putting it off, and I was like, 3 months, I'll be in the gym, I'm working out. But, at 48, 49 years old, the weight don't come off that easy anymore. And I just, I ran into a wall where I needed to just save my life. And before I didn't have those comorbidities that I had. And when I got the comorbidities, they came on like really fast. Like they were hitting quick. Like my blood pressure went high out of nowhere really fast. All of a sudden I hit that diabetes number, and then I had sleep apnea. And I felt like I was just numb and I was just going to die every single day, man. So, did I wish I would have had it sooner? Not really. I think, my time was great. We only have like 4 minutes left. I just wanted to get to the last stage, and it's stage 4. I want to read this just real quick because I just have to, Tony. Bear with me, E. Stage 4.
I'm just sitting here listening while I sip.
Yeah. Living in wellness and reuniting passions. Living in wellness and reuniting with passions. And this is 6 years plus post-op. 6 years from now. The changes brought on by the weight loss are not limited to physical shape and size changes. A similar change occurs in all aspects of a person's being, mental, emotional, and spiritual. New possibilities bring opportunities for growth, personal happiness, fulfillment, service, bike rides, because Bill's a bike rider, and Bari Athlete Awards, because he received awards. It is a time for living large, for finding your mountain and climbing it. Let's do this. So again, y'all, I'm not trying to close it out. I'll let Tony do those honors, or E, but simple, not easy. Escaping the prison of obesity. Link is in the bio. And I'm going to tell you how this is going to work. All right. So Bill will donate $10 for every paperback sold to fund. BME will send someone to the bariatric retreat. And $10 will be added to the BME Retreat Scholarship Fund. So every time, someone purchases and receives the book in the mail, make sure that you take a picture and a photo and email it back to him, and he'll donate, $10 to the fund for BME so that someone can attend the bariatric retreat. So that's what we're doing there. I hope you all could share. Book, yeah, drop the book name in the chat, please. Who's the faster typer? 447 to fit. How you doing, man?
You don't want me typing.
Yeah, you're probably the fastest typer.
I still have fat thumbs.
Hold on, let me do it. Simple,
They're only good for tapping the screen.
not easy. And again, the link is in the bio, y'all. So yeah, if you're interested in this read, I mean, it's great. And we will look for a way to fit Bill in, because if you haven't had the opportunity to meet Bill, he's a great guy. We're definitely going to make it up to you all. We got to have Bill on here.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely make it up to Bill for that matter. He's probably like, these guys, I don't know. We'll have to talk to him. Hey, Bariatric Bro, I don't know if you heard it, but Bill Streetman, we got his book here. Hey, Jessica, what's up? Simple, Not Easy, Escaping the Prison of Obesity. Bill has agreed to for every purchase made, take a picture of the book, send it to Bill, and he'll donate $10 to a BME scholarship fund to send someone to the next bariatric retreat. So that's the deal. I hope it makes you happy, bro, because we're trying to get people there to experience what the bariatric retreat is all about, for sure. So that's where we are with that. Tony or E, take it away.
It's 9:00. Thank you very much. Bill, sorry we couldn't get you up. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We'll work on that. We're definitely going to get you back up. But again, get the book. Bill was kind enough to send this book out to us. It's a great read. And there's just so much stuff. Again, we learn more through each other. And when you get someone that is further out in their journey, who's already been through the mill, you get a lot of information. And again, will you experience the same things? No. But it does help set you up with the right mindset going forward. That's the information that we value in this community, is experience through our journeys. And those are the things that resonate with us. And while, yes, take everything with a grain of salt, nothing speaks more than experience when it comes to our journeys. And we all share similarities to these journeys. So definitely love talking about this. We could probably talk about this book for another hour if we really wanted to.
Easily.
Very easily.
I love it.
But again, thank you all for joining us. Don't forget that we are live on TikTok, until TikTok says otherwise. But, the app's back on the App Store. So I kind of think that we're going to be around for a while on TikTok. So it's good to be back. If you know people that used to join us every single week, spread the word. We're back on TikTok every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget our sister chat, VSG Bestie with Talk Bari to Me, is live every Sunday night at those same times. Don't forget that we are both nominated for Best Bariatric Podcast Rockstar for the JBY Awards, and we'll all be there hanging out. So if you want to come hang out with us, we'll be up on stage presenting. Hopefully we win a couple of awards there. But don't forget, we'll be out there to hang out. It's just going to be a nice vibe. It's just another big giant meetup for everyone to hang out and meet all of your favorite people that you make connections with on this platform and all the other platforms. Don't forget, right after this, I know Corby's probably waiting for us, but he's going to have, the link is in the bio, Men's Mental Health Shop Talk. All the guys come on over. It's basically TikTok without the noise, and we get to share our journeys, be vulnerable, and basically just talk it out with whatever else we have going on. I think it's pretty much a free, open forum. So whatever you have going on in your life, if you want to talk about it, whether it's weight loss, men's mental health, share your story. All men are welcome. Sorry, ladies, but you can join us every Tuesday night.
Hey.
But for the ladies, if they want to watch last year's JBY, they can go over to our sister chat and watch that too.
Yes. You want to see the JBY Awards. You want to see last year's JBY Awards. Don't forget that Shar is actually going to be on the pink carpet hosting. So that's going to be awesome. Can't wait to hang out with her out on the pink carpet. She's going to be like the next bariatric Oprah. And she's got big things coming towards her. So I can't wait to see everyone out there. And it's going to be a vibe. I can't wait.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for the 15,000 likes and being dedicated. We love y'all's support as
Hey,
always.
you guys have any final thoughts?
Any final thoughts? I don't. Do you have any?
Biggie, you got any final thoughts?
Like I said, it's just important to make sure that on this journey that everybody's working on their mindset. Mindset can lead to a lot of things.
All right. So here are my final thoughts.
What are they?
Yes, our journeys. We all had the same surgeries. We all vibe on the same things. We had VSG, we had R&Y, we had Sadie. We have similarities, but each of our journeys is unique, and all of our journeys will be different. But the thing that does not change is the goal. And how do we get to that goal? It's the foundational things that we learn in those first 2 years. Whether you want to call it the Bari High Five, like Bari Mother, puts out, and she tells us all the time, whether it's getting our water, getting our protein, our vitamins, making sure we get our exercise. It's those foundational things that make us successful. So don't forget that, because the building blocks of our journeys are the things that will get us through the years of trial and tribulation. And when we get to 4 years, 5 years out, Bill puts the blueprint for it. Barry Mother puts it out there for us. Leonda puts it out there for us. Everyone who gets, the further we get out, the more we share. The same message doesn't change.